Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
Oh my.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 30.
Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that.
What you just comment?
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face.
Oh, my God.
Crazy. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Good throw,
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 7.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. A four-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
Go get it. Let's get shit.
Be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Samson Abuka charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops it for a loss of 11.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle.
Good pig, boy.
Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Breeze pass intercepted. The Bears take over first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the option. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Good.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
That's good for a Chicago.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
Get in there.
Drive keeps moving.
The quarterback keeps it.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Run! Oh my!
And the Texans scoop it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 50. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Breeze now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the
He always put me on the wrong person.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try the option on 1st and
You
goal.
mother...
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Yes, bro.
They'll run for it with Hyde.
Drew
He's
Brees.
in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Carlos Hyde. His
Yeah,
second
bro.
touchdown
He
on the
was
season.
apparently he was
As
tired.
these guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Carlos Hyde
It's all good.
touchdown run. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
Short-term memory.
and move on to the next series.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a man primed for an increased workload. It's Austin Eckler. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage.
And he is in. Touchdown.
You already know.
Amari Cooper. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great
3 for 4, 81 yards.
But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
They're on 23-yard line.
Comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you
It's a fucking tackle, Elias.
Taken down, a Bear sack. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Oh!
This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he'll get this
attack, Calais.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
13 yards.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh my God.
Incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
I'm saying.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Breeze to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now, Breeze again. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
You get beat on the simple out route.
Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Chicago! Amari Cooper, as the first half is winding down, and the Bears have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
And a great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot before half for Breeze. He's going to look downfield for Henry. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So we have reached, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
My bad.
Texans 14.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency.
Come on, Amari, you got a block.
Struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A huge play.
All right, one more touchdown, then I can take this fool out.
56 yards.
So far, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Please, Amari, please block.
All of a sudden, they've got a first down in the red zone. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
I know you're going to block Njoku.
On the option, here's Eckler.
And they make me fucking give it.
First down before he's brought down at the 3. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And they'll try the option on 1st.
Outrun him. Get the first.
They will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
It's a quarterback sneak.
What?
Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my...
And he takes this one.
Fuck, man. Shouldn't take that much.
It's their quarterback taking it in, and the Bears will add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Singletary. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one, angling for the sideline.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own
getting set to go again. We get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
14.
Now Eckler. And this will be a Bears 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Brings up 2nd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now, and he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Olivier Vernon racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Goodwin able to haul it in. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. 44 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
And he's He's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And here comes the Texans now. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Breeze now on first down. He finds his running back, Hyde. And he'll be out right.
You just get stiff armed by a running back.
Starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Oh, I need a linebacker.
Down, Houston.
Throwing now is Breeze.
Good
And
hit.
that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Henry, incomplete. Leads to second and 10 at the 30.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Here's Breeze. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Texans.
Again, it's Breeze. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And of course,
Oh my
what comes
God.
after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
Texans, first down.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Vince Beagle. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. Second and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Breeze. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On third and long, it's Breeze. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas.
I'm saying one of y'all got to catch that shit.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Oh, yeah, definitely not.
The tackle to Isaac Yiadom. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything
My
right.
nigga gonna be an X Factor next year. Not playing.
Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. I'll give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Down by Nigel Bradham. It's a gain of 4. Makes it third and
They'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
He just hit 1,000 yards rushing.
The pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision making?
I love the decision making and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes are darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
A gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 18-yard line.
Nah, he was tired.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break.
I think that fumble gonna screw me.
The team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all?
It says no INTs, but they mean no turnovers.
What a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half.
325. And I'm glad it wasn't CJ week. Let's go. Yeah, they screwed me. Yeah, I can't show you that. I'm just going to back out of that. Let's go!